Vibrational frequency is one of my favorite topics. I've taken to studying this topic deeply the last few years and have noticed a complete shift in my manifesting when I'm fully aware of my vibrational frequency and the frequency of the people and things around me. Manifesting comes effortlessly when you learn about vibrational frequency. Today I'm going to break down what vibrational frequency is and how it works. We know that the law of assumption is based on feeling and acting as though. You won't believe how fast your manifestations will happen once you apply the law of assumption with awareness of your vibrational frequency. I will be doing 2 more videos in this vibrational frequency series that will tell you exactly how raising your vibration speeds up your manifestation. And I'm also going to share with you what I do to raise my vibration fast. Your manifestations will happen so easily and effortlessly after watching this series. What I'm going to share with you has taken me years to learn, and I'm going to share everything I've learned with you. It will shock you how fast everything happens for you once you understand these frequencies. If you want your manifestations to come effortlessly and fast, you won't want to miss this series. What is vibrational frequency? Vibrational frequency is the rate or speed at which matter vibrates, starting with the basic units of atoms and molecules. Let me explain it in a little easier to understand way. We know that everything is energy. Science has shown us this. It's the building block of all matter. The same energy that composes you is also the same energy that you can find in the house you live, the plants you buy, the car you drive, or the pets you have. It's all the same, and it's always flowing and changing. Our body is made of molecules. These molecules are vibrating constantly, all day long. They create electromagnetic energy waves that you are constantly putting off and that you are always feeling from other people. I want to go into a quick overview of David Hawkins' work. Hawkins' work is extremely deep, and I've spent years pouring through his books and understanding it better so I can help you understand it with ease. Hawkins writes in his book, Power versus Force, about the levels of consciousness, in which he defines a vibrational scale of 1 to 1,000. From the levels of consciousness or energy fields that Hawkins speaks of in his book comes an idea of a sequential rise in consciousness that coincides with an increase in vibrational frequency. Imagine it as if you're going up a stair step, and each step you take up, you increase your vibrational frequency. Each step you go down, you decrease your vibrational frequency. You commonly hear the terms high vibe or low vibe. This is referencing Hawkins' work. High vibe is someone who is on a high vibrational frequency. They are high on Hawkins' ladder of consciousness. They're radiating a loving, joyful energy out into the world. You will actually feel this energy that they're putting off. These people will usually have a loving, calm, peaceful personality that you feel. On the flip side, someone who is low vibe is usually lower on the ladder and will be more negative and is oftentimes full of fear. You will feel this fear from them emit on many different levels. Fear will kill any happiness, joy, or love that you can possibly feel. Other emotions that you may feel at this level are guilt, hatred, shame, and hopelessness. Here's where this all comes together. This means that what you feel and how you put it out into the world actually impacts the world. Thinking positively can impact everyone around you, and on the flip side, the same goes for thinking negative. Have you ever met someone that you just don't want to be around? It's not that they're a bad person per se, or that they've ever done anything to you. They just feel off. That's because that is the energy that they're putting out into the world. You are feeling what they are emitting from their body and mind. If you listen to these people, you'll probably hear them say how horrible life is for them and how one bad thing happens after another. That's because they're causing what is called a boomerang effect. What they are putting out into the world, they're getting back, just like a boomerang. You've heard the phrase, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That's because the rich have a deep belief that they are rich. They are positive and excited and putting out an energy of excitement and belief that they're rich. And that's exactly what's coming back to them like a boomerang. Just like the poor are putting out that they will never have enough money and they'll never get out of debt. And guess what? They won't. Because they're putting that out into the universe, and that boomerang is just delivering on their promises to themselves. This is all due to energy. Henry Ford's quote, "If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right," is one of my favorite quotes ever. It's so true. If you think you are rich, you are. If you think you are poor, you are. If you think you are overweight, you are or you will be. If you think you are fit and strong, you are or you will be. You are a mirror for what you are putting out, and whatever you're putting out is reflecting right back to you. If you are sending out positive vibrations into the world that reflect how you actually feel, that boomerang will come back to you in the form of positivity. That can be more money, better relationships, surprising positive things that you can't believe are happening to you. This is all because you're getting back the positivity that you're putting out. The boomerang of energy will always come back to you. The same goes for when you're putting out negative thoughts. You know that phrase, when it rains, it pours? That's also true. Why? Because when you have one or two negative things happen and you let it affect your vibration lowers. When your vibration lowers, you can start spiraling into negative thought patterns. This causes more negative things to happen to you. You have to break that spiral. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this series. This can still happen to me. It can be really hard when you're in this negative thought loop to free yourself from it. I've gotten to the point now that I can at least recognize that I'm in it and start to pull myself out of it using a few different techniques. You have to have enough self-awareness to recognize what is happening and pull yourself out of that negative loop. We've talked about your own energy that you're putting out, and we've talked about receiving energy from other people. Let's talk a little about feeling energy off of things. You've heard me talk in previous videos about being extremely careful about what I bring into my home. I only bring in things that actually make me feel good. I used to just shop and grab things that I kind of liked and would bring them home and never use them. They would sit in a closet until I would finally give in and donate them. They just felt off to me once I got them home. I wasted so much money doing this. It wasn't until I realized that all of these things have energy and I started paying attention to how items made me feel. I started paying attention to my intuition and feeling how each item affected me. This has been a really fun experiment for me, and I'll talk more in depth in a later video about how you can start cultivating this intuition inside of you. The story from video 4 about the crystal that I brought into my home is a great example of this. The objects, animals, plants, anything you bring into your home, it has energy and it will change how you feel, for better or worse. These items are made up of tiny particles that all vibrate at a certain rate. The energy from everyone and everything you are around is always transferring and transforming. This means that energy always exists, good or bad, on all people and all things. The best thing you can do to start raising your vibrational frequency is to become aware of the vibration you're putting out. Awareness is the first step to keeping a high vibe. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking all about how raising your vibration helps bring your manifestations in faster. I can't wait to share this information with you. Be sure and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Have an amazing day.